Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kudlow. I'm Larry Kudlow. So, remember the children's book, Where's Waldo? This incredibly popular book series used to display complicated pictures where kids would try to find Waldo. Well, I have a very uncomplicated analog to Where's Waldo. It's Where's Mark Kelly? Well, who's Mark Kelly? Well, very few people know. He happens to be a temporary U.S. Senator from Arizona, and he's going to be up for re-election next year. He's also a former astronaut and a retired U.S. Navy captain, and therefore we thank him and salute him for his service to our country. But now, as a senator from Arizona, he qualifies for the Where's Waldo book series. Where's Mark Kelly? In particular, where's Mark Kelly on the Joe Biden $5 trillion spending, taxing, and Green New Deal bill, which, if passed, would be the most transformational legislation since the Great Society. The big government socialist Biden bill is the talk of the town. Every day, it's the top story in all of Washington and newscasts across the country. Everywhere you go, people ask, can it be stopped? Why do we need more inflationary spending? Why is it going to make our taxes even higher? Why does he want to supercharge the price of oil and gasoline? All that's damaging blue-collar, middle-income families. Why does he want to do that? Everybody's talking about the bill except Mark Kelly. No one knows what his position on the bill is, because in the past 8 months, he has not said a word about it, not a single word. This is a guy who's up for re-election with a pretty shaky voter base. Now, his Arizona colleague, Kyrsten Sinema, well, she's had plenty to say about the Biden bill. She's made it very clear that she cannot vote for it, at least at the present time, because it spends too much and taxes too much. Her polls in Arizona have skyrocketed because of her opposition. She and Joe Manchin, two moderate Dems, bucking the far-left progressives in the White House and the Congress. In fact, the whole country is cheering for them to push for a pause lasting well into next year. Sinema, by the by, is getting heavy support in Arizona from Republicans and independents. Now, Senator Senator Kelly, well, he has very shaky support, and only from parts of the Democratic Party. Kelly tells people he models himself after John McCain. But John McCain was a very outspoken guy, just about on everything, who frequently bucked his own Republican Party. Mr. Kelly is outspoken on nothing. He has not made one clear statement about this monstrosity of a socialist bill since taking office, or at least we couldn't find one. We looked everywhere. Newspaper clippings, local interviews, nada. On his official Senate Twitter account, nothing there. He's got 103,000 followers on that Senate account, which ain't much for a senator. Now, to quote a good column from our great friend Kim Strassel of the Wall Street Journal, Mark Kelly has yet to muster a concrete public position on most anything. Anything concerning the bill's size or shape or timing. He could perhaps see the value of means testing, and he has trumpeted his support of a provision that would allow Medicare to control drug prices, which is a good old socialist position. But that's really all we know about. And given the massive unpopularity of Joe Biden's socialist monstrosity, I'm going to suggest that Mr. Kelly is going to have a hell of a time getting reelected next year. I mean, really. On a gigantic issue like this, where's Waldo? Well, I have a thought. Save America. Kill the bill.